Hi everyone, it's Artist from Carpentry. Today I want to show you something which is not quite carpentry, but it is something which someone might attempt to do themselves, which I did. We're at my house. It's an ensuite. It's a loft conversion I've done for myself. Unfortunately, I've done it at the time before I started YouTube. I can show you around a little bit. This is how it looks. What I wanted to show you today is how not to fit the bath, or what you need to do to prevent it happening. It's a very simple solution which I didn't do. So what happened 2 years on, as you can see, there's a gap. So what it does, the bath has sagged a little bit. I think it's down to the materials being not dry enough, and once you put heating on, it always shrinks. That's one of the reasons, and B, it's my own, to be fair, laziness, because when I did it I was obviously up against it and I tried to do it as quick as possible, and for that problem the solution is very simple. All you need to do is a screw batten alongside on the wall, so on this side of the wall and on that side of the wall under the bath, so into the stud wall, and what it will do, it will prevent it from sagging, which it has done here. So what I will be doing, I'll be taking off the screen, then end panels. I'm gonna have to remove the bath, which is a bit of a pain, but you know, I'm gonna have to do it. So you're probably thinking why I am attempting to do something like that. Well, first of all, obviously, as you know, it's we got that COVID around the world, COVID-19 virus, so we are sitting at home as asked by government. So I thought, you know, it's a good job done for me, which needs to be done anyway. And I thought I will share it with you, as you know, someone might find it useful in the future. And yeah, what I can say is don't be lazy, and you know, fit the timber supports and stuff. So otherwise you're gonna have to take it all out and put it right anyway. So you're gonna lose in the long run. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch up with you soon.
I told you every single time, don't you worry. You would always call me at the wrong time.
Just a reminder, when you're dealing with water, always turn off the valves. So if you know, if something does happen, you don't flood your place, because you know that could happen. Some nut could maybe come undone or something, and you end up with a big leak, and you know, more damage than good. So yeah, be aware. Always when you deal with water, any kind, just turn it off. Same when you know got problems with anything, just turn it down and turn it off so it's safe as possibly can be, and then it should be good to go. So, show you what I should have done. I should have put wood here under it to support the bath, screw into the studs or uprights, call it how you want it, on this side and on the front, so that would have stopped it from dropping. As you can see, the design of the bath is not really great, as if you see how far the leg is sitting. If they would need to come up with something to support the end, so obviously that's where you lean against, but that obviously has dropped slightly, but it's fairly steady, and the legs here are quite far in, so that's supported there. However, you can see what there's been a slight like a leak, if you look at it here, so you can see a slightly it's been getting on the floor. The color is different, so it's touch dry, but as you can see it has been getting in, so it's best to address it sooner than later. So that's what I'm doing now, getting it done. Once again, check that you undone fixings from bottom of the feet. Then you're gonna have to disconnect the waste, which is that white pipe there. Obviously, when you pull out, it's not going to otherwise come out, so you'll hit it. So I might be struggling actually to get it out. I'll try to get it out, but I'll see. It will come somehow. I'm gonna have to lift it. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, but you know. So check legs, disconnect the waste, disconnect the water supply, so turn it off. You know, you should have a cold and hot water supply to it. Disconnect them, and then I need to disconnect the waste first. I'll disconnect the waste, and then I'll start and disconnect the taps. In my case they're push fit, so it should be fairly easy. Then I can start working with the bath, trying to pull it out.
I'm on the train headed back to Indiana. The rain is forming into rivers outside, writing down all the things that I miss, and in the letters you take form. No, I won't go back tonight with the habits of the restless me. I'm leaving all that stuff behind. We can start all over in our hometown, running free. It could be everything that we were chasing. I'm impatient just to see how you make everything fall into place. How you make everything fall into place.
So, quick update of what I've done. I didn't film all the process. There's nothing interesting to see there, but as you can see, I've fixed the button. Along that side, also I fixed the button in the front. So that bath now is sitting on that button, edge of the bath. So it's resting on that. Same I've done here. It's resting there. So now I have left the gap. I wouldn't suggest you to grout it, because that's what I did when I originally fitted the bath. I grouted it along the edge and then I silicone, and I think that was a mistake because the silicone joint is not thick and it just deteriorates quicker. But if you silicone behind, put a silicone bead behind the bath. I ran out there, but it is behind. You can see it's behind there. So, and when you do your, so that will stick bath in position, so it's not moving. Plus timber underneath supports the edge, so that is supported with timber now, same as the front. So that means that when you do your finish silicone, it's going to be I've made slightly bigger bead, but I've done it for a reason, so I can get more silicone in and get a better sort of longer lasting finish. Because yeah, when it's on a surface only, with the wear and tear as you clean the bath, it can't stand chance really of lasting too long. So as you saw in my video previously, that it has been coming through slightly, not too much, but you know, it's enough to damage the wall, the plasterboard. If you left this for probably another 2 or 3 years, you might have to replace the bottom part of the plasterboard. So I kind of knew it a bit earlier, but because obviously it's always working, I didn't have a chance to get around to do it. But now I've done it, and you know, that should be sorted. So I'll show you later how I do silicone. We've got a bit of grout to put in. There's a little crack, so I cleaned it out so I can grout it up. And yeah, hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch up with you soon. Right, this is the next day in our bath fitting. As you remember, last thing we done, we siliconed behind, then I pushed the bath in a position, and then siliconed on top as well, because obviously tiles been in place. Usually what would you do, you wouldn't have tiles, you would silicone and run a nice smooth finish around it, so if any water gets in, it just comes out into the bath. That's the idea by doing it. So what we'll do today, I'm going to silicone the bath in with the finished silicone. What you also need to do before you do that, you need to make sure you clean the surface of old silicone. I've used like PVC solvent cleaner, which is, you know, not as aggressive. It doesn't damage the bath, so it's quite mild PVC cleaner. So it just takes, basically dissolves the silicone and stuff, but doesn't dissolve the acrylic finish on the bath. So that's what I'm done. So today I'm going to show you how I silicone and how I finish off silicone without having the proper equipment for it. Like you can, you know, you can get those pre-made siliconing tools. Unfortunately, I don't have them on me, and I don't do silicone as often, so I just use the trick which I've been showed by one of my friend's painters. So I'll show you how you do that as well. Maybe someone finds it helpful. You need, all you need is basically a tube, a bit of tube, silicone tube, so you make a cut. Then you bend it to your shape, and what you do, once the silicone is there, you go along and pull it, and it will leave the nice edge, and that way it doesn't go everywhere, and it gives you a smooth finish. And you can always finish off a little bit if you need to with a bit of you know, wet wet finger over it just to get it smoother. If anything, I'll just show you how I do it, you know. It might come handy for someone. So we'll do this around here. Should I put it there? I'll put it there, camera, so you can see. So it's all clean. Make sure the surfaces are clean. Don't want any dust, debris in it. So I do. I also cut the nozzle on an angle, which is easier to move around. Squeeze in. Now take that, squeeze it to my preferred like diameter of the silicone bead. Only thing is quite hard, you need to keep it quite steady. Prepare cloth or tissue so you can clean off excess. Put it in and just drag. And you put it in there. So I got a bigger gap to fill in there. The room is slightly out of square, which it is with these old houses. They're not quite square, to be honest. So as you can see, it leaves quite a decent finish. You can cut nozzle bigger. I left it because I wanted to get in there. Save me taking off the show screen bracket. You can cut the nozzle off to accommodate for the size and what size you're gonna bead you're gonna have. So this really would be for a smaller size. So silicone's done now. All I got to do is put all the tabs back, screen up. There's nothing really left, nothing hard left, just put it back together and then leave it overnight. The best is leave it overnight so it all sets. You know, you don't want to disturb it because then it potentially could leak, and you know, that one night's not going to change it. So hope this video helped someone. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll catch up with you soon.